Everybody, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Okay, loud and clear.
All right, good. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Great.
That's good.
New teacher. How
Doing
are you
good.
doing?
Doing good. I'm having a pretty good night. So I guess we're just gonna have a regular conversation, talk about anything here, and if anybody has any topics they want to talk about, I have a couple of things that we could look at, but one thing that I wanted to mention first before we get started, just to show some options that you have in case you miss a class. You can come down here go to the website and just click on home, and you can scroll down and look at videos. Like this is video for Sunday here, so you can watch Sunday's video. Can you guys see my computer screen? Can you see my web page? Anybody?
Yes, Gustavo here. I can see it.
Okay, all right, good. So you can scroll down and click on any one of the videos and watch a class that you missed. If you weren't able to go to class, of course it's better to be at class to interact and communicate, but these options are here, and most of my classes are on here. So also too, just to mention, you can look at the dates and other things on here. I have them listed in here, but instead of spending time looking at that, I will put the information on here better. But if you go to the What's Up group and go in the information about the group, I have the links there for you to go to these sites. So if we don't have much to talk about, I have some idiomatic expressions to talk about here. So Gustavo, where are you from?
I'm from Macaé.
Okay. All right. And okay, no problem. And nowhere. And Alessandro, you're from where again? Alessandro, can you hear? All right, Ivan, can you? Where are you from, Ivan?
I'm from São Paulo.
Okay, and I'm from Alabama. Um, Alabama, Tennessee, around the area, but I live in Brazil. Okay, and I don't know, Alessandro, are you able to communicate? All right, Alessandro, how are you doing today? You doing okay? All right, no problem. All right, Ivan, which neighborhood do you live in Sao Paulo?
Sorry, can you repeat for me?
Where's that again? And what about you, Gustavo? Which neighborhood do you live in?
What I do for living, Peter?
No, no. Which neighborhood do you live in Macaé?
Okay, I live in São Marcos. I don't know if you know what it is.
I've heard of
Near
it,
the
but
lagoon.
I'm not sure about where it is.
It's near the lagoon, in Bosica Lagoon.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I know where you're talking about. Um, near Granja Caballeros.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just a few minutes from Granja.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of know where that's at. All right. Good. And how long have you lived in Macaé?
I've been living since about 3 years,
Okay.
3 or 4 years. I'm from campus,
Okay.
100 kilometers from Macaé, and now I'm living here for 3 years.
Okay. My my great grandfather lived in Campos for a while.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Usually
going.
people from here, usually people from here go there to study, to do college and like this.
Yeah, it's an old city, right? It used to. It's a very traditional city, from what I hear.
Yeah,
Campos.
sure.
It was very successful. Maybe I don't know, 50, 100 years ago, wasn't it? It was a very. It was a
Hmm.
major port.
No, I think the city grew up because of uh, cana-de-açúcar. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah.
A lot of plantation here, and then the city grows up and growed up and grown up, and then after this came the royalties and the petroleum and all of it.
Okay. All right. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I know Macaé used to be very small many years ago. Maybe 20, 30, 40 years ago, Macaé was a small fishing village.
Hmm. So you said you are from Alabama.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yep.
do you have a special reason for coming here or no?
Yeah, I worked in the petroleum industry a little bit in Macaé. I had a contract with a couple of different companies.
Hmm.
So, what about you? Did you come here to work in petroleum?
Yeah, petroleum. I just entered in Petrobras and then I came here. I decided to come here because my wife works here on shore,
Okay.
and then we decided to move to Macaé.
Okay.
We've entered in the company in the same period, so
Yeah.
we we live it a few months or maybe a year in campus, and then we decide to move.
Okay. I used to go to Petrobras in Bachiba a few times. Um, I know a couple people that work in Petrobras. I know one um, person that works in Petrobras and he lives in Campos. He goes, I guess he drives every day, maybe I think, but I'm not 100% sure. But
Yeah, probably you are sure.
yeah, but I think what I heard was there were people getting getting robbed on the road between Macaé and Campos. There were some robberies going on a couple times, maybe.
Yeah, there was a period of time, maybe 2 months, that I had heard something about it,
Yeah.
but nowadays I don't hear it anymore. I don't know if people don't say or it is not happening anymore. I don't know.
Okay. So Ivan, how are things in Sao Paulo right now?
Uh, so, uh, São Paulo, I'm in here. It's a Saturday here in now. Um, it's weather in the here. It's very cold. I'm staying now in so far. And now I talk with you.
Okay. Do you go to do you go to Santos much? Do you often go to Santos?
What sentence?
Do you go to the beach much, like in Santos or Guarujá?
Yes, I went. It's on the beach in Santos and Guarujá and and others in the very near in the here. It's very nice. Tell me about do you travel in Brazil? Or what the cities do you meet in Brazil?
What's it? Could you repeat that again?
What do you meet in Brazil? It's a city in the here.
What? I'm not. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that again? I'm not. I'm not understanding.
Uh,
I know something
Again,
about a city.
yes. Do you travel in Brazil, other city?
I travel in Brazil once in a while, not too often. I usually I've been to various cities. I have not been to Campos yet. I've been to Rio, Santos, Guarujá. Um, let's see. Um,
Uh, what's favorite? It's a specific city. It's the wheat or in the food. It's a favorite. Tell me about that travel.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Do you don't can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm not sure what you
Oh,
mean.
did you travel on city on seats everything and have a lunch or and a dinner? What city do you it's specific your favorite?
My favorite dinner.
Yes, in the city.
or favorite city? I don't know. I guess my favorite city would probably be. It's difficult to say. Maybe
Haven't been in Búzios,
Uh,
Rod, or no?
Buzios.
Yes.
No, but I've been to Cabo Frio.
Okay.
So, I mean, I like Cabo Frio. I get. I also liked Iguazu. I thought that was pretty interesting city.
uh, did you eat in Cabo Frio?
Did I eat?
Yes, it's very food.
Yes, I did, but I don't remember the name of the restaurant.
Uh, it have a specific dish.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, and Gustavo, what about you? What's your what city do you like best?
I really like living in Macaé because I love beach and going to the beach is one of my favorite activities. So when I moved to Macaé, I got really uh, happy because from my city to the beach, I used it to take maybe 1 hour, and here I live 5 minutes from the beach, so Macaé is a good city for me.
Which beach do you go to?
I live near Pecado.
Which one?
Pecado.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that the one that's between Lagoa and Cavaleros? Or
Between
or is that the
Lagoa
one
and
that's
Cavaleiro.
closer to Petrobras?
No. Pecado is between Cavaleiros and Lagoa. Yes.
Okay. All right. So there's no buildings or kind of a little bit of privacy, maybe.
No, I don't think so. It is different from Cavaleiros because Cavaleiros have a lot of restaurants and a lot of
Yeah.
shopping and like this. And Pecado is like a residential neighborhood.
Okay.
You don't
Yeah.
have you just have restaurants at the end of the beach. So when the lagoon gets closer to the beach, so I don't know, maybe you know about it, but
Yeah, I know about it. I've been
they
there a
they
lot.
have
Yeah, it's a nice
so
beach.
there's okay, yeah,
Yeah, it's
pretty
quiet.
nice.
Very quiet too. It's a quiet beach.
Yeah, sure. After 7 p.m. is almost an abandoned beach.
Oh,
You
really?
can't see anyone.
Do you go to let's see, Hilda's Ostras much?
Oh yeah, yes I do. Nowadays I'm studying Spanish too, so me and my wife we go to Rio das Ostras twice a week because we are having class there.
Okay.
And then we have friends there too. We have two couple of friends that they live it there, and then we keep going. Maybe once a week, we are always going to Rio das Ostras.
Okay. All right. Let me see something. Alessandro, are you able to talk? It looks like he's. He might be having
Yes,
problems.
yes, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. All right, good.
Good.
How's it
I
going?
had a problem before.
Okay, that's all right. So how's Brazil doing in the World Cup?
Not that good. We tied 1-1
Yeah,
last game. We hope it
that's what I heard.
would go should go better on the next one.
Who was it that Russia played yesterday? Did
Sorry?
Russia won yesterday, right?
Yes. No, today. Russia.
Oh, was it today?
Russia.
Yeah, Russia.
Yeah. They won again.
Who were they playing?
Uh, Egypt.
Oh yeah, that's
Against
right.
Egypt. They won. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see Egypt having a very good team, but
Yeah, but they couldn't stop the Russians. 3
yeah,
to 1, I think.
okay. So so do you think? So you don't think Brazil is? You think Brazil's going to win the World Cup this year?
I hope so.
What about you, Gustavo? What do you think about the World Cup?
So I hope so, but I don't believe we are going to win, but I'm supporting for.
Yeah. What about you, Ivan? What do you think?
Oh, I mean, I don't like it this, but it's I mean, hope now.
Okay.
And what about you, Rob? Which team, which um, country are you
I don't know. You know,
expecting to win?
because the World Cup. I mean, you know, Americans don't really watch soccer that much. It's not really
Yes.
it's not really that big of a sport in the U.S. and so I never really, you know, I was never really interested in it. I mean, I'd like to see Brazil win, but I would want Brazil to win, but you know, that's yeah, just another sport for me.
Yeah.
But I'll probably watch it, you know, towards the end. When I was in the U.S., I had some Mexican friends, so when Brazil and Mexico was playing, I got invited to watch the game in
Oh
the
yeah.
U.S.
Maybe you saw Mexico won against Germany.
Yeah, yeah, it could be. Who knows?
It
Uh,
was unexpected.
Yeah, yep.
Robin, uh, do you it's I like exerciser?
Do I? Um, yeah, sometimes. I mean, I was doing a lot of different calisthenics. I like to go hiking and walking.
Oh, did you like walking on the park or on the street?
I prefer in the country, in in a forest.
Uh, uh, did you prefer it in the morning or it's a late?
Um, Probably in the morning. So,
In
what about you?
Brazil, I'm walking in the morning, but it's very cold. Um, in the late, it's very hot.
Yeah. Do you like to go to a park or walk in the city?
Yeah, yes, I did like on the park. It's my favorite in the here. It's Ibirapuera. It's aclimação. It's very near in my house.
Okay.
Mark, um, tell me about your food. It's a favorite in the here.
My what?
It's food. It's favorite in here.
In Brazil,
Yeah,
I don't know, probably picanha,
good.
churrasco. Yeah,
It's very good.
yeah.
Did you like pizza?
Yeah, pizza's good too.
Oh. It's São Paulo. It's have I don't know. It's exactly rodízio. How do
Yeah.
you say Jesus? Rodízio.
Um, I would probably use the same word in English because you don't really have this in the United States. So a lot of times if someone's referring to something that doesn't exist in the U.S., then they would just call it rodizio. I think that's what it's called when you go to a Brazilian restaurant in the United States.
Oh. In America, do you eat it very different? It's a food. What's favorite in your America?
It's really about the same. It's just the barbecue is a little bit different. The pizza's a little bit different. So maybe the main thing that's different is like fried chicken. Have you ever had fried chicken?
Yeah, I like it too.
Where have you eaten fried chicken before?
So I mean, it's
What about you, Gustavo? You
I
like fried chicken? And
Just
Alessandro?
here in Brazil, it's not usually a thing we eat here.
Yeah.
Maybe particular me, I don't eat fried chicken. I'd rather barbecue or pizza. I guess.
Yeah, barbecue's better.
But Alessandro was talking about rodizio, and then I remember here I I saw some restaurants in Toronto and Vancouver that they call all you can eat. It's
Okay.
something like our rodizio, okay?
Yeah,
And
maybe
then they
so.
call it all you can eat.
Yeah, or they call it, but they could call it buffet too. But I think rodizio is where they come and they bring the food to your table, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like an all you can eat in the United States, they do not bring the food to you.
You order and then they bring.
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe there's that. Okay. But it's still,
No,
but
no,
like
not
the
in Brazil, but the US.
okay, because most of the places in the U.S. it's self serve,
Mm-hmm.
and you go and you pick your own food, and they call it either buffet or all you can eat like that.
And you just pay once and then eat what you want.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you just pay one. You just pay one amount of money, and then you eat all you want, or no?
Yeah, that's the way it is sometimes. But
Okay.
I don't see the problem is that the quality of food is bad in those places,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really not worth the money to eat in those places. It's better to
Okay.
go. It's better to go to the restaurant and pay for one meal because it doesn't. I don't know. I just don't see the anything good about becoming eating a lot of food. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
that's good about it except like if you go to a restaurant and you order a meal, that's usually enough food. They usually have the sufficient quantity for a person to be satisfied. Unless
Mm,
I think that maybe the only person that might benefit from that is someone that's doing,
Obesity.
yeah, someone in the Marines or a Navy SEAL, someone that is exerting a lot of energy, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, so that would probably be about it.
Mark, did you it's did you go in São Paulo? And do you went in Mercadão?
What is Mercadon?
Uh, it's a place. It's very nice in São Paulo.
Is it
It's a ha It has a fruit. It's different.
a shopping mall?
It's a simulation. It's a shop mall. But it's specific. It's a fruit. It's a fish. Uh, it's a preparation. It's a food specific in the several fruits and the version in Brazil. And do you eat it a little bit? It's a fruit.
Okay. Well, I went to a shopping mall near the U.S. Embassy or the U.S. consulate that is.
Oh, um, do you see it station? It's a se.
But there was no. I mean, there was no fruit there or anything. It was a regular shopping mall. But
Oh yes, it's here. It's have different. It's a fruit. I don't remember it exactly. It's several names.
yeah. But
Yes,
but I
but
went to
it's a very
yeah I went to a place many years ago that sold fruits, but I don't remember the name of it. It was a big market. So
oh it's exactly name. It's Mercado.
okay, I may have gone there. Maybe this would have been back in 2010, maybe when I was working in the Itaim BB.
Oh, it's very near because in the here it's a move. It's very easy because it have a subway and very near. It's a station. Um,
Okay.
Também.
Possibly, I think I went there. I believe so.
Oh.
Yeah.
It have a several it's food in here and then the place in here. It's very nice.
Okay. Sounds interesting. They had a good flea market in Guarujá. They were selling a lot of different fruits and fish and spices, but it was really, really good. It was really close to Lula's apartment in Guarujá.
Yeah. Do you do
Or the
you
apartment that
do
he
you
doesn't own, I guess. I don't know.
did you went in the apartment in Lula?
No, it was closed. It was locked up. So
Oh, do you did
I heard
it's a
Scafona too.
I'm sorry.
No, I heard it was Cafona too. Do you know what it is? Or Rod, Cafona?
No. Cafona.
Old fashioned. Old fashioned.
Oh, old fashioned. It looked pretty modern to
I
me,
heard,
but the beach there in Guadalajara, I thought it was really nice. It was a very nice beach, and the condition was. I thought the condition was really nice in the neighborhood. Very very nice neighborhood, I would say.
in Guarujá it has a several it's bit. What name exactly you stay in Guarujá?
To be honest, I really don't know. I went to an address and I didn't pay attention to the name.
Oh, uh, what did you like? It's very different in America. Did you like in the year?
Well, in America, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different things, but um, probably the thing I like best is barbecue. So barbecue's done. Usually, it's slow cooked and smoked, and sometimes they'll cook barbecue for 8 hours, and it's very slowly cooked and tendered. The meat is really tender, so it's pretty good. The smoked barbecue.
Okay.
What about you? What do you like best?
So I went in Ecuador. It's eat fish. It's very different in Brazil, and in the here it's the I like it very much, but I specifically in the Ecuador, it's the fish is very good.
Okay. And Alessandro, Gustavo, what are your favorite foods?
I really like it fishy too. Gustavo? It's me. Or no?
Yes,
So I
I
really
like.
like fish.
You know,
Go
you
ahead.
guys can
Yeah,
talk to
go ahead.
you
You
guys
can
can
say.
talk to
Go
each
ahead.
other too. It doesn't have to be just me.
I prefer indeed seafood. I live also in the city, in Paranaguá City. We are close to the sea, so we have a lot of fish here, and I prefer seafood.
Okay. I've been. I don't know if I told you, but I've been to Paranagua.
Sorry?
I have been to Paranagua.
Yes, you told me you had been here maybe 10 years ago. And I was about to ask you also about the beach here. Have you been there in our beach, Paranaguá Beach?
Yes, I have.
So we have I think the second smallest sea sea land here in Paraná state.
Yeah.
In our state, we have the second smallest sea land, but we have beautiful beaches here.
Yeah, I thought it was very nice.
Hope you have enjoyed.
Yeah, I did. It was nice. You have to drive down the side, I guess down the side of the cliff or the side of the mountain to get to the beach.
Yeah. This is called Serra do Mar.
Yeah, I remember that. Serra do Mar.
Serra do Mar to reach the city. There is only two ways to come to Paranaguá, and one of them is the most beautiful one, is passing through Serra do Mar. Very nice.
Okay, good.
Do you remember the name of the beach you have been?
No, I don't remember it. It was, like I said, a long time ago.
Have you been in the Honey Island, maybe? Ilha do Mel?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's a beautiful island here, and known around the world. I think it's a place for tourists. We have several tourists from around the world.
Okay.
Also,
Right.
you asked me. Sorry, you asked me before I heard, but I couldn't stop. Ivan, you asked about fried chicken. If we have been here in Paranaguá some time ago, maybe 5 years ago, we had here a store to sell. I think the name was Big Chicken. They sold fried chicken in buckets, small buckets. I think like in America. Now it's closed.
Okay. Huh.
But very tasty, very tasty.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you have KFC somewhere in. I know they have it in. I'm sure they have it in Sao Paulo because they have a KFC in Macaé, I believe.
KFC, sorry?
A KFC restaurant. I believe they have.
there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. In the shopping, Plaza Shopping.
Yeah, I've never really been a big fan of KFC, but that's somewhat what Southern fried chicken is like. But it's KFC used to be a lot better. It used to be much better, but of course they're more industrialized now, so the quality is probably not that good. But there are some places that have much better chicken in the United States than KFC. But that's kind of somewhat the style. Not that thick of a crust on that. Most places have less. Do not have such a thick crust like KFC does. So, but I prefer barbecue. Barbecue's better. But everyone has a different taste.
Me too. Maybe
Sometime I tried a bubba gum shrimp, a fried shrimp from US, and then it was tasty too.
Okay. Yeah, fried shrimp's pretty good.
Seafood.
Yeah, again, seafood.
And where did you buy that here in Brazil? The Bubba Gump Shrimp. I've heard of that, but
No, we don't have it here.
So you were in the U.S.?
Yeah, I went to Los Angeles, Santa Monica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of that, but I've never had it before. I think I've seen it at the supermarket, maybe. I'm not sure.
I tried sometime to try the KFC, but here in Macaé, every time I walk in front of the KFC, there was a lot of lines, and I don't like lines, so
Yeah.
I just go.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing that great. I mean, it's okay. If you get, it's probably if they have spicy chicken, it's probably better to get the spicy chicken. But I don't know. Something that I like that they don't have in Brazil is Mexican food. It's hard to find Mexican food in Brazil.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
It's just
Go to Bahia. It's the same. Because they have a lot of spicy foods in Bahia, so it's all the same. It's almost the same.
That's what I heard. But they don't have jalapenos in Brazil. That's the problem.
And guacamoles and nothing like this.
Yeah. And tortillas. Tortillas are important for Mexican food.
Yeah, we have a restaurant in campus called Mexican, but in Portuguese. And I don't think if they sell Mexican food, maybe they sell barbecue then, and I don't know why they call it Mexican. It's a mystery.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in order to have a Mexican restaurant, you have to have Mexicans working there because they are the only ones that know how to make their food. Every Mexican restaurant in the United States has Mexicans. So, but the problem is, Mexicans don't go to Brazil; they go to the United States.
Sure.
Only people from Argentina come to Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And Argentina food isn't really that good. Well, I guess that Argentina they make good churrasco though, right?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Good
I went
cheese.
in Argentina. It's meat. It's very good. It's barbecue. It's good.
Their cheese is good too. Their cheese, their wine.
Yeah. The dance, the woman. It's
Have you
the
been there,
woman.
Mark? No.
What's
It's
that?
very.
No, have you been there in Argentina?
I've been to Argentina, but only near Iguazu though. But when I went to Iguazu, I went to Argentina and Paraguay.
Okay. I've been there once, and then I don't know if you know Puerto Madero is a place in Buenos Aires, and then you can find there a restaurant called Cabana Las Lilas, and you can't believe you will find there the best barbecue I've ever ate in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really,
That's
really different.
yeah, that would be interesting. I know they drink a lot of Shimahon in Argentina.
Mark, did you do you went in Chile?
No, I've never been to Chile.
Oh,
And
it's very nice.
The best way to say that, did you go to Chile?
So I mean, stay in the town center, and I mean after I'm in and the mountains. It's cold. It's very cold, but it's very nice. Winey. It's very specific, and preparation. It's exact moment. The wine. It's do you drink It's a specific wine. It's very nice.
Okay. Sounds.
And did you practice some winter sports, or Alessandro?
Who, me? Skiing. I
Alessandro.
used to ski. Mostly cross-country skiing.
Mhm.
And I used to teach cold weather survival. I was in the Arctic. So when I was I used to go to Norway every year, and I would teach Arctic survival. It would be 60 below sometimes.
And how many
Miguel,
how many to form a survival?
I'm sorry?
How many time do you need to form a survival?
How many times?
You need to form a person to survive in temperatures like this, 6 below zero.
Well, it's really it depends on the individual. Survival is mostly psychological, and it depends on the person's will to survive. So someone could survive in 60 below temperature if they have the will to survive. So there have been many cases of people surviving very unusual circumstances because they decided to survive, basically.
so everyone I mean needs it's I sleep because I'm get up it's in the 4 in the morning. See you. Take care. Bye bye.
All right,
For
take care.
morning. Good luck.
Yeah, that's really
Bye.
Bye bye.
really early.
Really early. 4 morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wake up at 5:30.
Yeah.
You said you form people to survive in 16 degrees below zero, correct?
50.
50. Oh,
Yeah.
50.
When you say form, what do you mean by form?
Prepare.
Form. You said that I form people.
Yeah, you prepare people to survive.
Okay.
You
Train.
teach people to
Yeah,
survive.
train people.
Train.
Yeah.
Try and teach.
Yeah, train, teach.
Mm-hmm.
Form is not is the word not,
Yeah.
it's different than Portuguese. So
Yeah.
But 50 degrees is too much.
yeah, it's really cold.
I went to Curitiba, and the temperature was close to 2 degrees Celsius, and I was almost die.
Well,
But I
imagine,
heard once in Toronto, when I was in Toronto, people said me that if the temperature goes below 7, no matter what the temperature, it's all the same, 7, 8, 10, 50. So
Yeah.
all I have to do is believe.
yeah. Well, it's just it's kind of it goes back to your will to survive, and there were many cases where people survived extremely difficult situations. There were some, like children being out in the cold and still surviving, even though it was extremely cold. So it's in Alaska, places like that. But it's about making a decision to survive, because you can always find the resources that you need. So.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
You train people for to survive in these temperatures for what? To go to mountain, to climb mountains?
Go to war.
Well, it was mostly just for it was in the Marines. Same kind of the same thing as Fusilier Naval, and yeah, so it was mostly it was with NATO. I was with NATO, and we were protecting. We were on the Soviet border when the Soviet Union was there, so we would do operations against the Soviet Union, or what I guess Russia, basically.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so that's
That
kind
is
of
really
what
cool.
we were doing. So
Inside the water there is very cold.
oh yeah, it's very cold.
So it's for
And
people to surviving just in case they go into the water and could keep waiting for the help, wait for a help.
yeah, not just the water, but it was mostly on the land too. I mean, we were mostly training on the land,
No.
and up in the mountains. We were up in the mountains too. So, all right, guys. Well, I guess it's been about an hour, so it was good talking to you. And if you want to see how well you did, or listen to it, I'm gonna save this video or this meeting class on the website, so you can go back and listen to it to practice, to see how you did and so forth. All right.
Good.
Okay,
good.
very good.
All right.
Okay.
Well, hey, it's been good talking to you. I hope you enjoyed the class.
I enjoyed it because, as I told you in our last conversation, I'm trying to practice my pronunciation, also my listening, and
Sure.
it's very good. We have some classes like that so that we practice more time.
All right. Sounds good,
sure.
man.
Use it or we're gonna lose it. So just train our English.
Yes.
That's true. All right, guys. Well, you take care and have a good night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night to you all. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
Okay, bye.